Hello, welcome back. We're doing another decklist video. This one isn't to be competitive, it's more to be a main 100% theme. So it is. So you can bring out the logos and have it for casual plays and stuff like that. We have loads of decks, and only a small selection of them are actually competitive. I like to play a lot of casual events. I like to play a lot of theme events, like the common uncommon event, and using the Monzaimon deck was really fun. So I like to try and keep to a theme. Even if I do bring them to competitive events, I just like to see how far they actually go compared to the actual competitiveness of the format. So this one is Crossheart. Yeah, this was a very fun one. We built this originally back when after first NI Open, and whenever the new stuff came out in like BT19 and BT21, I want to say, or BT20. Word convenience. Yeah, but we tried out the new Pikmin to like tuck one to draw one, but the when attacking draw one Pikmin from like BT10, I still think it's the better option, because there's no like requirements, you just draw one, so even if you don't have a tamer in the field, you can still draw, which helps a lot. Then we're only running 8 rookies. That's it, just 8 rookies. Being 4 BT19 Shoutmon on play, it can digivolve on the Shoutmon from underneath one of your tamers without paying the cost. On deletion, reveal top 3, play one card with the Tagiru. Well, just tamer with the Crossheart trait among them, then return the rest of the bottom of the deck, then you may see it. What I've seen with this deck list, and with most hunt, if you like Crossheart decks, I don't really tend to save the Shoutmons. So it doesn't bother me if I don't save these Shoutmons, because we're not running cross 4s, we're not running cross 5s, we're not running cross 3s, so it's not really needed for this specific deck list. But inheritable, while this Digimon has Crossheart, it gains Rush. And then the other 4 we're running is Shoutmon from BT21. So it was BT21. Yeah. Your turn when this Digimon with Digivolve and the Digimon with the Crossheart trait or Hero trait, you get to reduce Digivolution cost by 1. So you can go into any of the level 4s and the Shoutmons, well, the Omni Shoutmons for the reduced cost by 1. On deletion, save, which we don't really use, and the inheritable, same again as the BT19 one. As long as it's got a Crossheart trait, it gains Rush. And onto our level 4s, we're only running 6. 3 of them being the Shooting Starmon. All turns, and it does see itself being played, to be fair. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 and security attack minus 1. And then on deletion, you can place a card with the Crossheart or Blue Flower trait from your trash underneath one of your tamers. When attacking inheritable, we don't really use it, but it is like minus 2k. If this Digimon has a Crossheart trait, you minus 2000 something. So same again, we don't really hard Digivolve up, we Digicross with this deck a lot. We have the option to Digivolve, but we don't really do it. But yeah, and then our last 3 rookies, or the champions, is Raptor Sparrowmon. On play, reveal top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 card with a Crossheart, Blue Perch, or Blue Perch trait among them to the hand, and trash the rest. Then on deletion, same again, you can place a card with Blue Flare or Crossheart trait from your hand or trash underneath one of your tamers. Inheritable, this inheritable actually does come up. Collision. it just gives one of your Digimon a cross-hard collision. That's it. It's one of the 5 names that go into our main boss. Then into our level 5s, where there's a chunk of them. This is why I say that this isn't really a competitive one, because usually the first turn you're paying 5. So it's kind of like playing with someone. You're paying 5 at the beginning of your turn to play the minimum. You reveal the top 3 cards of the deck, add 1 tamer card with Crossheart, Blue Flare or Twilight trait among them to your hand, place the rest at the bottom of the deck, or a Digimon or tamer to be fair. Well, it's just 1 card, so you can even add the option cards if you're running them. Add it to your hand, then bottom deck the rest, then you get to play a tamer with Crossheart, Blue Flare or Twilight trait. Then on deletion save, which I save again, we're not really saving this. We don't mind if this literally just sits on the board and does nothing, even if it's just chip damage or using it for our level 6's support. We're running 3 copies of the BT21 Omni Shoutmon. Allows us to Digivolve on top of Shoutmon for the cost of 3, or for the cost of 4, and then a Digimon with Crossheart or Hero trait for the cost of 3. Yeah, so 4 on the Shoutmon, 3 on a Crossheart or Hero trait. So end of attack, I can play a Crossheart or Blue Flare trait Digimon, reducing its play cost by 5. Then delete this Digimon. Then on deletion, you may place 1 card with with the Crossheart or Blue Flare from your trash underneath one of your tamers. Then save. So this does a double save. So you can swing with this. If it lives, then you get to play something from hand, delete this, play something, I don't know, the Raptor Spiromon from trash underneath one of your tamers, and then save this underneath them. But it does have Digicross requirement as well, so you can reduce this play cost by 2 by Digicrossing it with a Shoutmon. Inheritable is the same as Shoutmon, where it's just while it's got a Crossheart trait, it gains Rush. So there's been a couple of times where I have hard Digicrossed into this, triggered one of my tamers, this allow the attack even if the memory passes over, swing with it, trigger the on deletion, Digicross into my boss monster, have another tag in on the field to suspend and swing again, trigger everything. It works. To a certain degree it works. Then 3 more copies of Omni Shoutmon from BT19. This one I would say isn't as strong as this one, but this one does come in handy for board control. So same again, we can Digivolve on top of Shoutmon for the cost of 4, then using the right Shoutmon, it's going to be a 3 cost, just to warp into level 5. Get the on play when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP, then delete something with 3000 DP, so you can get rid of a couple of small bodies, or you can DP reduce a big body and then delete a smaller body, and then if you got able to swing into that body, and it'd be okay. On deletion, you can place a card with Crossheart or Blue Flare trait from your hand or trash underneath one of your under your tamers. And then heritable is Rush again. So as long as it's got a Crossheart and it's straight, it gains Rush. Then onto the main side, the main Digimons for these for this deck. Ultra Ballistamon. On play when Digivolving, we don't really use it, to be fair. These are more just source things, but if you do, you have to use it. Until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon can't return the hand or deck, and is unaffected by your opponent's effects, and gets plus 3000, so you can give it to this, you can give it to something else. On deletion, same as the Omni Shoutmon and the Raptor Sparrow and all. All these ones have pretty much the same thing. You can place a blue flare or cross heart trait from your hand or trash underneath one of your tamers. Then opponent's turn, inheritable. If this Digimon has cross heart trait, it gains blocker. Then our last level 3s is Jaeger Darulu. On play with Digivolving, suspend one of your opponent's Digimon. Then until the end of their turn, they can't unsuspend and they cannot activate when Digivolving affects. On deletion, it's the same as the rest of them. You place a cross heart blue flare from your trash underneath one of your tamers. Then your turn, while this Digimon has a cross heart trait as the inheritable, you gain piercing. So you got piercing, blocker, and collision at the minute. Then that's all the level 5. So the level 6s, we get the pilot level 6s here. Zeke Greymon, we're running 3 copies of Zeke Greymon. On play when Digivolving, Digivolve 2, one of your opponent's Digimon. Then your opponent has 2 or more Digimon. Return one of their level 4 Digimon to the hand, so you get the bounce up and back. So this is really, really good for Blue Flare as the main deck to have this as the top line. Then on deletion, you may play one Blue Flare or Cross Heart Trait Digimon with play cost of, I've never really used it, 5 or less from your tamers without paying the cost, then save. So if you do save any of like the Luminamons and stuff like that, you can like delete on deletion, play the Luminamon and then save this underneath. Get the Luminamon on play, do all the combo pieces and everything else. Then all turns, inheritable, plus 2000 DP, which does come in handy. Then we're running 2 copies of the BT21 Shoutmon EX6. Just for the fact this is also treated as Omni Shoutmon or Zeke Greymon for digicrossing materials. It does digicross itself minusing by 3 for an Omni Shoutmon and Zeke Grey. So if you get both of them underneath, then it's -6 on the play cost. Getting the on play when Digivolving, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest DP. And then all turns, it doesn't say save, but it basically allows you the material save up to 4 with Digicross, Cross Heart or Blue Flare Trait underneath one of your tamers. So instead of it just being material save, it now just has the alternate effect. When this would leave the battle area, you can tuck up the 4 sources. 12k DP, security attack +1 just on its own. Then once you have the Zeke Grey, you've got about 14k with rush, swing of security, do all the damage checks, everything you need to do. If we have the hard Digivolve up the line, that would be the level 6 that we were hoping to go into. Then our last level 6 is the boss monster, being the Shoutmon EX6 with the Alliance, Reboot, and Material CF4, and you can use up to 5 materials, being the Omni Shoutmon, Zeke Greymon, Alter Ballistamon, Jaeger Darulu, and Raptor Sparrow. So the Material CF4 is we're going to get 4 of those materials back, having to give 1 away. That's why we run so many like Omni Shoutmons, because they do so well on their own. And there's something that can be easily recycled back into the tamers by themselves, that we can run everything else at a 3 ratio. So the deck doesn't get overly clumped with things that we see too much of or not enough of, and we can just balance it out. On play, for each color in this Digimon sources, so at that stage, if we do have all 6, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's see, I double check this. So on the Shout, Zeke Grey, Ballista, Jaeger, Raptor, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors. You're minusing 6000 DP to one of your opponent's Digimon. Then if you have the Shooting Starmon underneath one of your tamers, you get to play it out. So you're minus 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 1 of the security. Then you swing a security with the Alliance. When attacking, you can delete something with DP less than or equals or up to equal to this Digimon. So with the Alliance, it's 12, 13, 14. You can delete up to 19,000 DP, and you're doing like the 2 checks for 19,000, and then it has reboot. Then you've got the blocker, DP buff, and everything else underneath, and it keeps the deck strong. If you are going a bit more aggressive, there's combo with an option card, which we will get to at the end of this deck list video. But on to the tamers, we're running 3 of the Taikikudos from the BT10. Reveal top 4, add 1 card with cross-heart trait among them. Place 1 card with a cross-heart trait among them underneath. And then bottom deck the other 2 cards. So we're always trying to find the key pieces, like say cross 6, and then say we find Shooting Starmon or another Taikikudo and whatever, then I'll add the Taiki, the hand, I'll place a Shooting Star underneath, bottom decking the cross 6 because there's 4 of them, and in comparison to the rest of the ratio numbers, it's safer to do the bottom deck on the cross 6. Grabbing the tamers is really, really important. And then your turn effect, whenever you go to Digicross into your Digimon, you can suspend this tamer, and you can use Digimon from hand, field, and underneath its sources on other tamer sources to reduce the play costs for whatever the play cost reduction is from that Digimon. So say cross 6 is -2 for 5, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10s, making it a 1 cost Digicross requirement. Then we run 2 of the new BT21 Taikikudos just for the start of main effect. You tuck a card with cross-heart or blue flare underneath. You gain a memory, draw a card. It's kind of like the BT11 triple tamer. But your turn effect, if you have the Digicross and pass turn by, say you tuck game memory, draw, then you have the memory enough to say play out the Luminamon. Luminamon plays say Taikikudo or Triple Tamer or the new Taikikudo or any tamer. Then you spit out the body and stuff like that. So you do that, then you Digicross. Now you find your last piece. You've Digicrossed into the cross 6. Memory is passed over. You're going to tap Taikikudo to allow this to attack. So you swing a security, trigger the Alliance, delete something, then trigger the on play to spit out, say, the Shooting Starmon that you've just searched from the Taikikudo play to spit it out. Or if you already had it underneath one of your tamers, you just spit it out. Then that's going to -3,000 something else. After doing the -6 and then -3, then security attack -1. That means this came in handy for something else. This is now on the board with reboot, blocker, and everything else. This just allows you to do additional swings. It's a pseudo blitz. Pseudo blitz, I think, is the right word I'm looking for. Then we're running 2 copies of the Triple Tamer from BT11, Taikikira and Nene. Does pretty much the same thing as the start of main phase of Taikikudo anyway. You tuck 1, you gain 1, you draw 1, but this does the same thing as the BT10 Taiki, where you suspend it and use Digicross materials from hand, field, and other tamers to do the Digicrossing as well. So there is a lot of memory, there is a lot of draw power in this deck. But same again, all security effects, because I keep forgetting this. Security effects on all these are playing the battle area without paying the cost. Then our last tamer is just the memory setter Nene. The reason why I picked the Nene memory setter and only have it as a one-off is because if we see it, we see it, it's great. If we don't, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. But I like to have a memory setter in at least one of in every deck that I own. But the one thing I like about this Nene is when you go to Digicross with the Blue Flare Twilight Composite or and Crossheart, you tap it and you get to use one from trash, one from underneath the sources, and one from hand to do it. So you can tuck this to grab anything that you might need that's from the trash, as well as correspond it with either this Taiki or the Triple Tamer to use stuff from underneath other sources to do the Digicross requirement. Saving in security, play it out without paying cost. But that helps you also recycle from the trash for Digicrossing. That's what I'm trying to get to. Then we're only running 2 option cards because I know everybody's running the memory boost and stuff like that to do searching, but Can't Turn My Back from BT21's actually pretty good. Well, you have a Digimon with Crossheart, in its traits, you can play this without meeting the colour requirement. Happy days. Main effect is place all Digimon cards from one of your Crossheart trait Digimon underneath one of your tamers, and then you get to play one out from your hand, reducing the play cost for how many sources you took underneath. So, for example, we have to take Ghetto, Shoutmon's already in the field, you've done the whole, line, you've swung a security, done alliance, everything else. You've got memory to play with, and you can't pass turn any other way. You play Can't Turn My Back, tuck all the sources underneath either this Taiki or this Taiki. Actually, any of the Taikis, as long as you're able to have one of these on the field to tap the Digicross. You can play a second one of this out, or you can go for the Shoutmon EX6 to reduce its play cost by 5, and then using its own Digicross requirement. So let's see now, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to get these up as an example. So you've swung a security, you've done the alliance check, you've deleted stuff off your board or your opponent's board, and you've got nothing else to do. Turn My Back, tuck everything underneath. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. Minus play cost by 5. Play out Shoutmon EX6, tapping Taiki, Christopher, and Nene. So it's -5 plus -6 being -11. So it's a 1-cost Shoutmon EX. You pass your memory over the 1. On play, delete something, tap Taiki, swing a security for game or for 2 checks. Or one of the other things we've just kind of done is Digicross into Omni Shoutmon to swing for game at that stage as well. Or if you know that you need to finish off clearing out the board, you can use the Can't Turn My Back and play something out. Tap the new Taiki Kudo to allow the attack, do the swing, and you board controlled, your opponent has to restart from scratch again. Oh yeah, and then a security effect on Can't Turn My Back is you can play 1 Crossheart trait card with play cost of 5 or less from your hand or trash without paying the cost. This is why I say I don't mind not saving like the Minimons and the Shoutmons, because especially in the early games, just in case this does get hit in security, as I played the Minimon, got me to play a Tamer, blah blah blah. My opponent is literally just hard played an ace to get rid of the Minimon. Then next turn they swing a security, Can't Turn My Back, gets hit in the security, play back the Minimon. So yeah, no matter what, if I have to do the Digiball up the line, Digiball being in the Z, I'm playing out on like a Shoutmon or Luminimon from underneath my sources, or can't turn my back, it's just going to play it from trash anyway. It means my opponent is kind of stuck with, okay, I've hit all the security, you've got nothing in raising, can't turn my back, it's hit, or did you cross and swing again? Yeah, even whenever you put your opponent on a timer, it can annoy them. And that's the type of decks we like to build. Annoying decks, but fun decks. Very, very fun decks. So that's my version of Shoutmon. I hope that you enjoyed the deck list. It was something that was really, really fun for me to try. And during PT21, it was exceptionally fast. That's one thing I have to say. This deck was extremely fast to the point where I could do Shoutmon in the back, play Teki or Teki Kudo or Nene or whatever, and pass turn that way if I didn't have a Lumini, or play the Lumini and then I had something in the back, something in the front, and I had a tamer set up. But yeah, the deck list will be on the screen now. I just hope that you really did enjoy this. This was a very fun deck list for me to come back to after the deck being retired for so long. And same again, you don't need cross 4, you don't need cross 5, you don't need to worry about that. It is stuff you can add in and make the space for. But yeah, I just hope you liked and enjoyed, and keep your ears and eyes out for the next deck list video, and I will catch you then. But until then, bye.